Listen, nobody told me a 300-pound log will not float. I had to find out the hard way. All the cartoons I watched where the floating logs and all the trees were floating on the water and stuff like that, I didn't pay attention. I was just enjoying the cartoon. But I should have paid attention. Let me tell you why. So, we had our whole spill down. We would ride through neighborhoods, and once we seen some trees that were down on somebody's property, we would pull over and we would go knock on the door. And it would go a little something like this. Get out the car, knock on the front door. Guy comes to the door. Hey, how you doing? My name is Gabe Ellis, and this is my brother Joseph Ellis. We're the Two Brothers Tree Service Removal. We were in the neighborhood, and we seen that you had some trees down on your property. Would you like us to remove them? This time, the guy's like, nah, I don't have any money. He was like, you see that guy that lives over there? We're like, yeah. He was like, go knock on that door. That guy's loaded. He was like, tell him I sent you. So me and my brother look at each other. I'm like, all right, we're going to say you sent us. He's sitting there. He watched us get back in the truck, drive over to his neighbor's house. So we knock on the door. Hey, how you doing? My name is Gabe Ellis, and this is my brother Joseph Ellis. We're the Two Brothers Tree Service Removal, and your neighbor said that you were looking to get some work done on your property. The guy says, my neighbor? We're like, yeah. He's like, who? We're like, that guy standing out there. He looks, he said, the guy sent you over here? We're like, yeah. He was like, I don't like that guy. So then now me and my brother are like, uh-oh, we're not getting this job. Well, he was like, man, you know what? He's trying to be funny. He was like, but since he sent you over here, he was like, you know, I'll hire you. He was like, some guy came over here and he offered to cut the trees up. He was like, because I have a lot of trees now. He was like, but I'll hire you. What are you charging? So me and my brother look at each other like, what are we charging? He was like, can we walk the property? I'm like, yeah. So we walked. This guy has some trees. I mean, these things were like this. You needed an 18-inch chainsaw to cut it. I think we even had like a 21-inch chainsaw. And so we're walking. We were going to do the job regardless. We needed the money. We wanted the money. We were hungry, you know, but we were in over our heads. At least I was. So we walked the property. We see these trees, and my brother and me, we're like, yo, we could do this, man. We'll just like cut the trees up. And the dude in his backyard, he had his own lake. He has this big lake in the backyard. So we were like, yo, we'll cut the trees up. We'll just push them down the hill and they'll go in the lake and they'll just float, you know, sink to the bottom. So then me and my brother come up with this genius plan. So we go to the guy and we're like, man, you have a lot of trees down. We're going to be here for a few days. But me and my brother were going to knock it out in one day. We were like, you know, how does $8,000 sound? We were like, how does $8,000 sound? And he's like, sounds pretty good, you know? He was like, do you need me to be here? And we were like, nah. You know, we wanted him to leave because we didn't want him to see what we were going to do. So, so the dude's like, all right. So he was like, he goes to the bank. So me and my brother start chopping the trees up. The guy goes to the bank. He comes back with an envelope stacked full of money, right? He was like, here, man, me and my wife, we're going to go out. If you need anything, he was like, here's our numbers. Just when you're done, you know, give us a ring. So me and my brother were like, man, listen, they're lucky we didn't just take the $8,000 and just dip off. You know, I was there. So I was like, nah, we got to do this job, man. And my brother was like, all right. So we're cutting these trees up. My brother had a Dodge Ram 1500. So we would take the log. We would take these logs, man. These things weigh like 300-400 pounds. We would tie them up to the back. We would tie them up to the back of his truck, and we would just like drag them across this guy's. We would drag him across this guy's property. And so we were dragging these trees across this guy's property. I mean, this guy had a mansion, yo. I mean, he had a big old house with some beautiful lawn. Oh, I'm sorry, but by the time we were done with by the time we were done with this guy's property, sorry. Yo, this guy's property looked like a drag strip. I mean, we tore that guy's grass up. So we were taking all the logs and we were dragging them to the backyard. Oh, we were dragging them to the backyard. And our plan was to roll them down his hill in his backyard and they would fall in the lake. So we finally got all the trees back there and we're pushing them. We're pushing them and they're rolling. And they're rolling down the hill and they go into the lake. But they're not sinking. So I look at my brother. I'm like, yo, the trees aren't sinking. So my brother's like, yeah. So my brother says, yeah, see, man. He's like, yo, what are we gonna do? I said, yo, we're gonna just push the rest of these. We're gonna push the rest of these ones that we have back in the backyard. We're gonna push these down there and we're just gonna like leave, you know? So we push those down there. I got poison ivy on this job, real bad poison. Matter of fact, it was like poison oak, man. It was all of my legs. It was bad. That's what I get though. But the moral of this story is, don't get in over your head.